Right, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the tipx, the Tipman tipx. This is a phenomenal paintball pistol. I know it's very, very big for a pistol. It's like a Judge Dredd kind of pistol, but very effective. I can mount a tack torch or a laser underneath. It doesn't come with this barrel. This is from the Tippman A5. I did a sneaky and I put my A5 barrel on there because I like how it comes out at the end. That is how you would buy the paintball marker, paintball pistol. It would look like that. Okay, well, less the tack torch. Okay, it would look like that. Okay, so what is nice about this is that you've got your 7-ball mags. You get 2. So this one I've loaded with pepper balls, this 7 pepper balls, and this one I've loaded with my solid rounds. Our solid rounds are very nice because they are designed to break. I would rather use my solid rounds than nylon balls. Nylon balls are heavier and they would do a lot more perpetual motion and damage, joules. But we don't use nylon rounds because if I hit a wall, it's going to come flying back at me the same speed it went out the barrel. So I don't like that because we don't want our paintball markers backfiring and hurting us, because that's just stupid. So as this one is set up with a cylinder that goes under the barrel. Sorry, I was putting this back in. I just love how it looks. It really looks so cool. It's the only barrel that I can find that'll go in this gun. Tippman A5 barrel. It's a stock barrel. I don't need this one anymore because I put a 16-inch barrel on my Tippman A5. So what's nice about this is the cylinder sits under the barrel, slots in. It's got a 2-stage cylinder release. So if there is still pressure and you force this open, it'll pop and it'll stop it from shooting out. You have to turn it again, and then so it's got a 2-stage. So you can see there. So you don't stand a chance of accidentally projectiling the cylinder cap to hit someone unintentionally. So as this stands ready to go, got the rounds in there, the cylinders in there. All you do is pull the trigger. You pull this trigger, pierces the cylinder, and you are set to take on the threats in your property or in your yard. Obviously, like I say, wait for beyond reasonable doubt that they came to commit a crime in your property. Don't just go willy-nilly, jump out the door and capping those. We'd try definitely wait for beyond reasonable doubt that they're committing a crime. Make sure if you've got CCTV cameras, that is an absolute bonus. Make sure you catch their body language and all that on camera to say that, look, they weren't just accidentally drunk and accidentally stumble into your yard, because that I have actually experienced before with another customer. Used a paintball marker to defend himself, and because there was a criminal in his yard, and the guy actually went to the police. The criminal went to the police and said that he was drunk. He thought it was his house, which was absolute nonsense because he was stealing the copper pipes off the wall. So once the victim had proven that criminal was in there with intent to commit a crime, he was exonerated from his charges. Because obviously now this is, the worst case we can really be dealt with in the sense that you don't accidentally end someone's life, is GBH charge if you're just hurting someone. So keep in mind, these are paintball markers. Don't call them guns because they're not guns. So this is very, very nice. Out the box, the old design of the Tippman tipx was that you had to adjust 2 grub screws inside. So there was the big grub screw and there was another grub screw inside that we had to adjust inside. But now that they've gotten rid of that, the new models come just with the velocity adjustment screw. they've done a new system inside here with a brass setup that now you don't have to seal the gun with that second grub screw. Beautiful out the box. This thing shoots well over 100, over 50 meters at a straight line almost. I mean, you're getting probably about 30-40 centimeter drop after 50 meters, but this was impressive. I couldn't emphasize enough on how beautiful this as a quick get to self defense pistol. It is really good. I mean, your 12-gram cylinder will do your 2 magazines with the maximum velocity set on your velocity adjustment screw. So you'll be able to break a person's windscreen of a car. That's correct. You can, with these solid rounds, you can break a person's windscreen. And then you can send pepper balls inside, and then that powder just circulates, and they cannot breathe, cannot see. It burns your eyes. It's extremely painful stuff. I've had to test it out myself, let alone our other salespeople accidentally breaking a pepper ball in the shop or shooting a pepper ball in the shop. That has happened, and it's cleared out a whole level of shopping center. So the balls do have that. The pepper balls do have that downside. Don't use them inside your house, because that pepper can just travel and go inside where you hiding. Like if you're in a locked room and you're trying to protect yourself, that pepper can follow you and go in there, and then you have to get out the house, and then leaves you in a threatening situation. So I do always tell my customers, look, pepper balls, you don't need them unless you dealing with threats on the outside of your property. But solid rounds, I've never experienced any situations where solid rounds just did not do the job. I've used solid rounds for so long, and it does the job. You don't need to worry about pepper balls as much. I mean, unless you're working with CPF or a reservist or SAP, and you want that ability to shoot a pepper ball and affect a target from a distance, pepper balls are awesome. Like the rioting and the looting and all that, I promise you, if I sent this whole mag into one of the shops, they'll all be walking out coughing, sneezing, crying, can barely breathe. So yeah, we should have had a lot more available to us when that unrest all happened. But as we say, we got caught with our pants down. With these, I would say, okay, so you do get a thigh holster. It's not something you can carry sidearm. I mean, you can't really technically brandish something like this and walk around with it. It's just so big. But it is a beautiful self-defense weapon for your household, for your missus. It's so easy to activate. I mean, obviously, you just pull the trigger. You do have to pull the trigger. You can't just gently squeeze the trigger. You actually have to pull the trigger all the way in to activate that gas. If you do a measly little, and then it just does a tiny little indentation hole that you didn't pierce the cylinder properly. So you got to make sure when you do your first initial trigger pull that it's a full-on trigger pull, opening that cylinder inside there as much as possible to let that CO2 come through. It's very nice is that this is a sealed chamber, so you don't have to worry about replacing those little damn O-rings that, like in those BB guns and all that. Those are silly. The O-ring setup is all here. There's the O-ring. So as long as your chamber is sealed with an O-ring, you're good to go. And something like this, okay, yes, you get the whole abilities. These are 0.68 rounds that go in the tipman tipx. It's 0.68, so this is a large round. So you do get a lot of pepper ball powder in the pepper balls, so you do get your maximum amount of effect from the pepper balls, as well as the solids. You'll know about it. You get hit by this solid ball from this paintball marker. It is really powerful. Don't sell it short. It doesn't look the part of a real gun or anything like that, but this is very, very good, very impressive. So that is my feedback on a Tippman tipx. Many years of experience. I have changed the model a little bit, but I would recommend this paintball marker any day. Please like and subscribe to be up to date with any new videos that I am doing. I will be doing some more to follow up on my Tippman A5 with that's automatic. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers,